So, first of all, state who you are.
Scott Davis.
And we were just talking about this. When I came in to do your video of your talk, you started late, so you were doing all the, I actually built houses type of thing.
Yeah.
So,
who am I? Right.
yeah. So, let's get to who am I? And let's talk about what you were actually doing your talk on.
Sure. Well, my talk was on RIA services. It was called Advanced RIA Services. And so what I was trying to cover in my talk, and what I hope everyone agrees.
And for the generalized, what does RIA stand for?
Oh, RIA, Rich Internet Application.
Okay.
So in Silverlight 3, there was a beta, and now we're going to get the production release in Silverlight 4. And there's this data access technology that's coming out called RIA Services. And what that does is it allows you to build Silverlight applications, which is truly an in-tier type of application that crosses the network, to build them as if it was a two-tier application, so you can get right to your database if that's the way you decide to build your database. One of the things I tried to cover, and the reason why I called it Advanced RIA Services, is when I was using RIA Services, I found there were a lot of things that I would ask folks from Microsoft, people that were leaders in the Silverlight community, to say, do you know if you can do this? And I found many times, most people, if not all people, said, boy, I have no idea. I never thought about that scenario. And so what I did in my presentation, I put together half a dozen different things that I had to do for my client to figure out how to do things. For example, if you bring down RIA data in a data grid and you've decided, I just want to update this one row, how do I refresh that row back to the server without going and getting hundreds of thousands of rows from the server? And so those are the type of things that I showed how to do with RIA Services, how to kind of crack it open, get under the covers, and tell RIA Services to do things in a very, the things that you wouldn't see in a slap together demo that you're usually seeing on the internet.
Okay. Speaking of slap together demos, we were at Mix. And
we were
checkbox development.
Yep.
So I'm just curious, what were some of your impressions about Mix?
Well, I liked Mix a lot. I had a good time there. I went to a lot of the phone sessions at Mix. I'm really excited about Windows Phone, as you can tell from my shirt today with the Apple.
Zoom in there.
With all the Apple news yesterday with their developer community, I thought I had to wear my iLove.
I heart Windows. Oh, that's okay. I've seen you wear that today, and I'm like, I couldn't tell what it was. Well,
so I wore that as a tribute to our iPhone developers out there. But I'm really excited about Windows Mobile from the aspect of
Windows Phone.
Windows Phone 7.
Yes.
Right? I've been a Windows Mobile developer in the past. I've suffered through some of the things you need to do there that are tough with threading and data access and the data SQL CE, and I think there's a lot of good improvements that are coming that I'm excited about for building what I would call consumer apps. Where I'm concerned about, though, is that the enterprise apps that I built for my customer are apps that I can't build in the first version of Windows 7 because they don't support background threading. They don't support a data storage, a more robust data storage beyond just a flat file structure. There are a few different things. There's no enterprise deployment model yet. Now I suspect we might get one of those by the time Windows Phone 7 releases for the first version. But there are definitely some things that are missing there that an enterprise developer kind of wants to get their hands in and get dirty with that we're not going to see in the first edition. So that's fine. There's a lot more consumer-based apps than there are enterprise apps, and the enterprise guys will just kind of have to wait, and they're going to have to stay with Windows Mobile 6.5 if they want to be on the Windows platform. But overall, I'm very excited. I run the Twin Cities Silverlight user group, and Windows Mobile is all about Silverlight and XNA. And so how can you not be excited about Windows Phone 7 if you're a Silverlight guy?
Exactly. All right, cool. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.